Shalom, Israel. Shalom. Shalom, shalom. Got some news I want to share. If it come across to me, any information that comes to me, I feel it's necessary to share with the family. I'm going to do it. Thus says the Most High. It's like watching out, or being a watchman. I'm just looking out. Maybe y'all have seen some of this stuff, but if not, you will after I do this. So, first I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. All right. Say Barakatah, Barukatah. Thank you, Father. I appreciate you for allowing me to be able to talk to the family. All right, on your behalf. So this is basically getting back into this this syringe with the venom inside of it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That they're lining up to perform in the next few weeks coming. They claim they're gonna be starting at the beginning, somewhere around the beginning of the year. This is a mark. I'm not gonna say that it's the mark, but it's definitely a mark, and I'm gonna show it to y'all because a mark is something that identifies that you are certified, right? Like a stamp, or like a seal, or like they gonna tell you, somebody gonna mention in this video, I'm gonna show y'all like a certificate. You know what I'm saying? It's just recognition. It's a mark. I even seen a movie once. And I go back from time to time and watch it. Now, we talking about a mark, not the chip, but a mark. Okay? Because to worship the beast is a whole nother thing. To have the chip is a whole nother thing. But it all goes hand in hand because it's a part of the NWO. People had, in the movie I saw that people had to have even a mark on their hand, or they had a mark on their forehead. It was stamped, and that just let the people or the powers to be know that you were good, that you went through the process, whatever that process was. Okay, that they did show. But I have seen movies where people who didn't take the RFID chip, they could not buy, they could not sell, and when they attempted to buy, or just say they went in the store, attempted to buy, they didn't have the chip. As a result, they stole the product, and the people found out that the person didn't have the chip, and they used him to lure in other people. And even when he lured the other people in, they killed him. You know what I mean? Because he wasn't on their team, he wasn't for them, and those were two different movies. But that mark, I'm just saying, that stamp, or they had a stamp here to identify whether they had went through the process. You know what I mean? And so this video, I'm saying, is very similar to that, man. And these times that we're in and stuff that they put down right now, it's lining up now. Like I said, I'm not saying that this is the exact mark, but it is a mark. All right, it is a mark. So let me get it. Let me go on and get it, family. Hopefully we can get it commercial free. You know, they like to do whatever they do.
Vaccinated will be vital, and tech companies.
Hold on.
Proving you've been vaccinated will be vital, and tech companies are designing ways to show it.
Salaki family.
Kent has more of that.
Salaki, I'm about to turn the light off so y'all can see. Okay. Let's go.
Proving you've been vaccinated will be vital, and tech companies are designing ways ways to show it. Jolene Kent has more on that.
With vaccines on the horizon, new health apps are springing to life. IBM and Clear, the tech company known for expediting security screenings at airports, are both creating new apps to take in real-time vaccination information. They could eventually be used for admission to concerts and live sports. So here's how it works. The app gives you a health pass to show before you go into big stadiums like this, to streamline the process to make it safer and faster for you to get to your seat. It'll flash green if your health information meets requirements. The stadium or venue would not.
Well, y'all see who face was up there, right? They had Jake up there. They had to do it. It's a bait tactic. They got to do that. They put the bait up there. He's smiling. And yeah. Just to let you know, it's a safe thing to do, so-called Negro.
Information. They could eventually be used for admission to concerts and live sports. So here's how it works. The app gives you a health pass to show before you go into big stadiums like this, to streamline the process to make it safer and faster for you to get to your seat. It'll flash green if your health information meets requirements. The stadium or venue would not see your personal health data. Everything is opt-in and you control your information. But how much information will Clear have, even though the stadium may only see the green? It's a secure identity platform. We don't hold your health data. The LA Football Club, a Major League Soccer team, says Health Pass is part of their reopening plan next year. How much do you need technology like this to be able to fill these seats again?
It's going to be a must. It's an expectation of government officials that ultimately will decide when and how we can bring fans back. We also want to know that when we get up to go to a concession stand, when we walk into the team store, that the other people that came through the gates and are here with us are also safe.
For live events, Ticketmaster is exploring several options, including a smartphone verification.
I hope y'all heard that. So now the other people, supposedly, that didn't take this vaccine, they'll be unclean or they'll be dangerous to them. So and plus, I hope y'all don't continue to be simple. This is to the house of Israel, or the in or out. Don't continue to be simple for a football game, for entertainment, because they're trying to lure you guys in through entertainment because they know what you love. Okay, so let's use the avenues or the venues that they love. And hey, if you simple, you simple, man. I'm sorry, but the Most High call you simple. All right.
It's going to be a must. It's an expectation of government officials that ultimately will decide when and how we can bring fans back. We also want to know that when we get up to go to a concession stand, when we walk into the team store, that the other people that came through the gates and are here with us are also safe.
For live events, Ticketmaster.
So now they're planting in the brain even more so. If you ain't got this card and all of this identity to show that you went through the process, putting it in your mind that these people are dangerous, they already looking at us now. When I say us, those who don't wear a mask. If you walk into a facility or anywhere, you don't have a mask, people looking at you like they want to murder you. This is what I'm saying. This is how it's going down. So this is what's up, man. It's not good. We're dealing with spirits here, man. And they are activating the spirits that are inside the people that's going to be following the beast system. Okay?
Is exploring several options, including a smartphone verification system for vaccination status and negative tests. The Australian government has also said it may require proof of vaccination in the future for entry into the country. A glimpse into a vaccinated future and a new normal.
The CDC says those who get the shot will be issued a vaccination card. Officials say the goal is getting the second dose on schedule. Stephanie Whitfield explains.
So there go the card right there. That's your stamp of approval. That's your stamp of approval right there. Okay? Check it out, family.
As part of our new series on vaccines called The Best Shot.
Meg, let's bring you in here as someone who really knows the business of vaccines. What can we realistically expect once the immunization process actually starts? And I'm hearing there's talk about a vaccine passport. What is that?
Yeah, so this is this kind of futuristic idea of, well, we actually have a requirement to get a certificate of vaccination before we can
What's
do
so
things.
funny?
So as Dr. Gupta was talking about, it's going to be a while before most of us can get a vaccine. It's going to be the most high-risk groups at the beginning because of limited supply. And then folks like Dr. Fauci are talking about spring and summer for everybody really being able to get access. And so then what does life start to look like? Do we have to have that certificate of vaccination before getting on a cruise ship or getting on a plane, for example? Experts I've talked with say that is a possibility. But what about like going to concerts or going to a restaurant?
That's
Would you
right.
need a certificate of vaccination to do that? That might be less likely, but companies like Ticketmaster are already thinking about ideas like that. Could they have a technology, for example, to link your concert ticket to proof that you've been vaccinated? So these are the kinds of things that are getting talked about. None of it is set in stone yet, but experts are saying we should think about these things, what life is going to be like with vaccines. And they are warning that even as more of us get vaccinated, we're still going to have to wear masks and socially distance for a lot of next year.
Health Canada is expected to approve the Pfizer vaccine this week, so just in a short matter of time. Polls suggest the majority of Canadians will in fact roll up their sleeves, but some will not. And at least one province, Ontario, says anyone who does not will likely face ongoing restrictions while the rest of the population gets back to sort of normal life, Laura. Laura McQuillan I'm referring to, looking at Ontario's plan as the health minister announced yesterday.
Yeah, some kind of a card that you would carry that proves you've had your 2 shots of
the
vaccine. Could be 1 shot if it is a 1-shot vaccine, but most look like they will be 2. So once you're fully immunized, you'd have what's been described as a vaccination card, vaccination passport. You'd take it when you go to do things that you can't currently do. Once those businesses or places reopen, Health Minister Christine Elliott gave some more details yesterday on just how it might work and where those restrictions might lift for you if you can prove you've been vaccinated.
It's going to be really important for people to have for travel purposes, perhaps for work purposes, for going to theaters or cinemas or any other places where people will be in closer physical contact when we get through the worst of the pandemic. So yes, that will be essential for people to have that.
So not mandatory to get the shot, but if you don't get it, you might be opting out of those things that this card enables you to do. As you mentioned, as you heard her mention there, jobs that could be a field such as healthcare, such as being a teacher. You might need to prove that you've been vaccinated because you have that contact with people, but it's not yet clear what power employers would have to require you to prove this. School kids might be another group that need to carry the card, visitors to long-term care homes. Keep in mind it could be another year before everyone gets vaccinated, but already experts are looking at this. And I thought the response that we got from Dr. Samir Gupta, he spoke to us last hour, was quite interesting because he said it's not really the be-all and end-all to get one of these cards. You could be fully vaccinated, you could have this card that lets you get into some places, but you would still need to follow those public health measures that we're currently seeing, such as wearing masks, the hygiene measures like distancing. Take a listen to more of what he told us.
Practically, having that immunity certificate doesn't change much in terms of my behavior unless and until you get to a critical mass.
So now they put this sodomite up there. He's going to tell y'all what to do and how to do it, right? He's just like his father, the Baphomet. He don't know which way to go. He's everything, right?
Mass of people in the population where you can envision only people with the certificate, only people who've been vaccinated, being able to congregate in certain settings like restaurants, movie theaters, etc. So until we have a significant number of people who've been vaccinated, it's not practically meaningful because people who are mixed in with the rest of the population will still need to undertake those precautions that we're having today.
So you really need to hit a critical mass point to make it worthwhile there for this card, at least. The other challenge, of course, making sure people do get that second dose of a vaccine if it is a 2-dose vaccine. We heard a little bit more from the Health Minister, Christine Elliott, on that front. She was saying that Ontario's looking at new technology, looking at new ways to make sure everyone does get that second shot, including how to follow up with them, to give them a call, a text message to say, hey, it's time for your second dose. So expect more details on that as Ontario works on its logistics, Heather. But certainly a lot of planning going into this idea of a card as well, which is proving a little controversial online with people as well.
So there we go, family. That card, that certificate, you know, first of all, before you get the certificate or the card, Salaki family. Now, first of all, before we get the certificate or the card or that card, you got to go through that fire. You got to take that syringe with that venom in it, right? You got to do that. Somebody gonna have to do it before you get that card, that seal of approval, that mark that's been stamped, that has the mark on it, or they got the phone app, you know, whatever, man. So we're moving forward, family. The test is here. We're moving forward. Some will and some won't. Many will and few won't. You know, many will and few won't. A few won't do it. They're not going to do it. But many will. Scripture says so, right? Scripture says so. Matter of fact, let's get some scripture. Try not to be too long, family. But I had to put that information out there. It came across me. So, sharing it with y'all. We're going to lean on it a little bit just for a half a second, all right? Let's go to Psalm 74, verse 23. Yeah, man. We're getting up through there, man. They're not playing. At least they're letting you know. You know? And if they let you know, I'm going to do my part to let you know. Thus says the Most High. Psalm 74, verse 23. That's what I'm going to do. Then check this out. Forget not the voice of thine enemies, the tumult of those that rise up against thee, increaseth continually. All right, let's read it again. Forget not the voice of thine enemies. That's right. The tumult of those that rise up against thee increaseth continually. And they're going to continue to move forward with what they got to do. They can't help it because it's thus says the Most High. His will got to be done. And we remember the tumult, who made the tumult in Psalms 83, right? We remember that. We know about that. Okay, because this thing is global. This is global, family. So let's also go to Revelations right quick. Y'all saw the video. Revelations 13, verse 8. Y'all saw the video. All right. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. Let's read it again. Revelations chapter 13, verse 8. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. Now, I've heard speak and talk about, well, people who are not willfully going to take it, they won't be, that won't be them in that scripture right there, whose name not written, and that's true. You know, it's those who willfully go against the law of the Most High. And it's a law. It's a commandment when he told you not to do it. Don't do it. You know? Do not do it. So, hey. Not looking good. One more time. Let's read it, family. Revelation 13, verse 8. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose name are not written in the book of life of the Lamb, slain from the foundation of the world. So, you know, and they shall worship him, you know. And I can't see everybody that's going forward with this, because they are already prepared to do it. Those who are walking around with the mask on and everything, they done already embedded it in their heads. When I say they, I mean the television, powers to be, already done put it and planted it in the people's head that the next step will be a vaccination or whatever. And the people are prepared. They are prepared and ready, okay? Now, I don't know if they're going to be forcing nobody if that news come across. If I can get it, I share it. But as far as I know right now, it's a willful thing. Willful. Now, you don't have to take it. Y'all saw what's going on. You don't got no card, no identity, no certificate, or nothing to show that app on your phone to show that you've been certified and you've went through the process. You heard what the man said. It's going to be rough. It's going to be very, very rough for you or for me. You know, it's going to be very rough. You're not going to be able to do this. You go to work, they might cut you off. And I've already been through that in my mind, so I'm done with that. You know, if that happens with me, so be it. No problem. You know, if this is it, this is it. So, but yeah, y'all heard what the video said. All right, let's move forward. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 10 and verse 2. Yeah, so like I said, this is a mark. I'm not saying that this is the mark, but it's definitely a mark. Because they marking their people. And the Most High is, you will be marked. Just like I just read in Revelations 8. These people are not written in the book of life. Why? Because they are marked in the book of the dead. Okay? That's what they are. So those who are written in the book of life, they're going to do what the Most High said do and not do it. And it's really just that simple, man. It's the separation of the sheep from the goat. Got to keep saying that because that's what we are, family. Got to keep saying that. So I said Proverbs chapter 10, verse 2. All right, family. Let's get that and move on. Just had to share that, man. Hey, it's serious, man. It ain't no joke. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 2. Treasures of wickedness profiteth nothing. So, hey, there's no profit in that. There's no profit in that. It's a treasure to those when they present it to them that, hey, you ain't going to be able to, you can't take care of your kids. You can't buy no food. You can't get no gas. Or you can't do this. You can't do that. So it's going to seem as if it's a treasure. That's real talk. It's going to seem as if it is a treasure. You know, but right here, the Most High said, treasures of the wickedness profit nothing. But righteousness delivereth from death. So in their mind, they think they're delivering themselves from death by going to take the syringe with the venom in it. They think that they are delivering themselves from death. All right? Like we read before. There's a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. It's just it. All right. So, chapter 10, verse 2, Proverbs, one more time. Treasures of wickedness profit nothing, but righteousness delivereth from death. So those who keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High said, your righteousness delivereth you from death. All right. So it's just crazy how everything on the left-hand side, they take this precept and they'll line it up on the left-hand side. Say, well, hey, we got to do this or we got to do that or we're going to die. We're going to die. But the Most High said right here, you don't have to do that. He said you won't die. But that's the same thing happened in the garden, right? It's the same thing. Surely you won't die. Surely you won't die. And that's what he said. But they will, to this day, walking dead, zombies, and it's about to get worse. So they're finna turn it up 100,000 times more now. We ain't seen nothing. But hey, the Most High let me live to see, I shall see. If he make it where I got to go through the fire, I shall go. All right? That's just it. Now, let's jump over to Proverbs chapter 14, verse 27. Yeah, man, it is what it is. It is what it is. Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 27. The fear of the Most High is a fountain of life, but to depart from the, Salaki. The fear of the Most High is a fountain of life. Why? To depart from the snares of death. So once again, keeping the laws of the Most High will keep you away from the snares of death. And far as we know, as far as we should know, these are the snares of death, man. Lining up, meaning going through the process, you know, getting used to wearing your mask, getting prepared mentally to get ready to go wherever they gonna start issuing out these syringes with the poison in it. Snares, man. The snares. Once again, the fear of the Most High is a fountain of life to depart from the snares of death. And it's a trap. Amen. But I'm going to keep doing my part to keep bringing it out. You know, it sounds like a broken record, but the news sounds like a broken record too, because they continuously keep talking, but they're inching up. They're gradually inching up with the talking, with their conversation. Tomorrow it'll be something else. You'll have a due date or a deadline or a set date to go, okay, now then they move forward, then they'll be telling you how many people done took it, and then you'll eventually know somebody who done took it. Because I can see right now, my family member's gonna take it without a shadow of a doubt. I'm still getting phone calls right now telling me people in the hospital with COVID. So it's over, dude. I prayed the Most High. Hey, I can only pray for him. I can't say in specific who that he need to pray for. I pray for the whole family of Israel, man. I pray, and only the Most High know who he's gonna wake up and snatch out from the snares of death, to allow them to depart from the snares of death. It's written here in verse 27. Only the Most High know that. So me trying to pinpoint who I want to be saved or who I want to be protected, that's not my will. That's not my deal. That's the Most High's will. All right. So I'm gonna move on, family, because this goes out to the house of Israel, whether you're in the walk or not. But definitely, if you're not in the walk, and if you run across this video, you know, you so-called Negroes, so-called Hispanics, and so-called Native Americans of Negro descent in the Western Hemisphere, from the top to the bottom, like I said before, man. Hey, I'm just trying. I'm trying to help. So Isaiah chapter 30, verse 8 through 18. Just trying to help. Hey, don't do it. That's all I can say. Don't do it. But if they don't believe in the Most High, which they'll tell you they believe in God, but at the same time, they got the mask on. They don't trust him. They don't trust him. They trust in the system more than they trust in the Most High. You know, they believe in it with their mouths. Their heart is removed far away from it. Very, very far. All right, Isaiah chapter 30, verse 8 through 13. I'm going to read that, family. Like I said, I'm going to try not to be too long. Just get some understanding about it. This is our people. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 8. Now go, write it before them in a table, and note it in a book, all right, that it may be for the time to come, forever and ever. And this is that time. It's been written in the book. Right here. It is for this time right now. All right. It is for this time. Verse 9. That this is a rebellious people. All right. Lying children saying, I believe in the Most High. I believe in God. I believe in God, but I gotta eat. I gotta this. I gotta that. I gotta survive. I gotta pay my rent. You know, my car note. What I'm gonna do? No faith. So if you don't, you know, if you're a Christian, isn't that supposed to be what faith is? Belief in God. Which one is it? Which one is it? So that's what the Most High said in verse 9. That this is a rebellious people. Lying children that will not hear the law of the Most High. And that's what's clogging up their ears. Because they don't want to hear nothing. They say they believe in God. But when it's come to talk about doing what he said do, no way. That's not happening. That's the problem right there. So verse 10, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things. So they don't want to hear that. Prophesy unto us, prophesy not unto us right things. Speak unto us smooth things. Like it's gonna be okay if you take it. Everything's gonna be cool. It's gonna be all right. It's no problem. It ain't no big deal. You know what I'm saying? It's no big deal. That's what they want to hear. But it's a very big deal. It's a very big deal. Death is involved here. You don't, people, oh my goodness, I don't get it, man. No thought process whatsoever. And these people have actually put in these folks' head not to even think for themselves, man. That's sad, man. But it ain't them. It's the Most High. It's the Most High. So let's move on. Salaki. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 11. Get you out of the way, they say. Turn aside, out of the path. Move out the way, they say. Cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. They don't want to hear nothing about. Don't do that. Take the mask off. Stop going to church on Sunday. Stop worshiping Caesar boys. They don't want to hear that, man. Stop being a 5%er. Stop worshiping Allah. They don't want to hear that. So all those things going to take you right on down that rabbit hole. All of those things I just said. Because you're out of the way of understanding. And that's a promise. And that's a guarantee. And it's evident. It's evident. It is what it is, man. Let's move on. All right. Verse 12. Wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon, You trust in oppression. Why? Because the oppressor is the one that's telling you to line up, get prepared. This is what's about to happen. If you want to go to a football game, if you want to go to church, if you want to go to work, if you want to go to the grocery store, if you want to do anything, you got to do this. But you don't have to, but you think you do because you're scared. But you've got the fear for the wrong power to be. You don't got the fear of the Most High on you. You just got the fear of your oppressor on you. All right. So verse 11 says, get you out the way. Let's go to verse 12. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall. Ready to fall. And y'all ready to fall. Swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. And it's here, but not yet. But it's right here. Everybody gearing themselves. Though not everybody, but the people in the world are gearing themselves up, preparing themselves to walk right on down in the valley of the shadow of death without the Most High. Without the Most High. Let's move on. Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 21 through 24. Oh, man. Hey, man, gotta keep doing it, though. Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 21 through 24. Okay? Let me read it, family. Boy, I'm telling you. I wish it was easy, though, you know. I wish I can just walk, tell my family, and we'd be like, oh, yeah, that's cool, man. I know better than that. Even if they didn't believe in the Most High. But that's the sad part about it. If you don't believe in the Most High, you believe in the world. Right? Love not the world. Neither the things therein. Don't do it. Okay, Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 21 through 24. Therefore, thus saith the Most High, behold, I will lay stumbling blocks I'm in the wrong chapter. It's a lot. I was in chapter 6. Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 21 through 24. Help me out, family. It's a little late over here, so. Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 21 through 24. Hear now this, O foolish people, and without understanding, which have eyes and see not, which have ears and hear not. Don't want to hear nothing. Got eyes and don't want to see the truth. Just read it to you in the previous scriptures in Isaiah. They don't want to hear nothing the Most High got to say. All right, verse 22. Fear ye not me. That's what the Most High says. So you don't fear me, but you fear the oppressor. You fear what he's putting down on TV, what he's running through your ears. You can see that. You got ears for that. You got eyes for that. You don't have ears and eyes for the Most High. That's okay. You're dealing with the right one. Verse 22. Fear ye not me, saith the Most High. Will ye not tremble at my presence? Wow. Which have placed the sand for the bound of the sea by perpetual decree. See, I did all that. The man can't do that. That's what the Most High trying to put across to the people. I made mountains. I made the heavens. I made the stars. I made everything. You don't fear me. Because they were taught in the world, Jesus is God and Jesus is love. God is love. Love, 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 love. God can't do no wrong. That's just what they were taught. So this is what pisses the Most High off. Verse 22. Fear ye not me, saith the Most High. Will ye not tremble at my presence, which have placed the sand for the bound of the sea by perpetual decree? That's forever. Decree. That it cannot pass it. Wow. And though the waves thereof toss themselves, yet can they not prevail? Though they roar, yet can they not pass over it. See that? Come on, y'all. They are commanded not to. They are following orders. They're not going to do it unless he allowed them to do it. I know this seems like a fairy tale, y'all. I know y'all don't believe in the Bible. I know y'all don't really. You don't believe in the Bible, but you say you believe in God. Christianity. Let's move on. Verse 23. But this people have a revolting and a rebellious heart. Okay. They are revolted and gone. Okay. Verse 24. Neither say they in their heart, let us now fear the Most High, our Elohim, or our almighty power, that giveth rain, both the former and the latter, right? In his season. He reserveth unto us the appointed weeks of the harvest, that you may survive and eat. You think just because you buying it from Kroger or somewhere that your oppressor is the one that run everything. But you've been doing or deceived, man. That's sad, man. 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 16. That's sad. Well, the Most High is gonna gain his glory back. But it's not gonna be a pretty picture, you know. He's gonna get it back. He loves it. He loves it. 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 16. He's definitely gonna gain his glory back from Israel. You know, the world doing their part, they gearing up because they know he coming. But Israel don't have a clue. All right. 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 16. Take heed unto yourself and unto the doctrine. Continue in them. All right. For in doing this, thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. So if it ain't number one, that here, that's what the Most High care about. Because he's not trying to, it's not John 3:16, family. 2/3 of the people of my people going to get cut off. That's in the scriptures. And plus, if the Messiah is coming back to destroy, how is it that everybody's going to heaven? Okay, how is it that God is all love and all of this love stuff? What is that all about? So you can ask the Christians that, but then they forget about those scriptures. It ain't adding up, family. Verse 16, 1 Timothy chapter 4. Let's read it again. Take heed unto yourself, unto thyself, and unto the doctrine. Continue in them. For in doing this, thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. Hey, I don't even want to get into it. I stretch this out. I'll be all night. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. And just do my part, Most High. 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 1. This know also, that in the last days, which we are in right now, perilous times shall come. And we're in it. And I just did a video because perilous times is knocking at the door. About to kick it down. Yes, it is. I'm going to jump over to verse 13. All right. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. They're being deceived by the puppet master. They're deceiving the world. Well, those outside of the remnant of Israel, they're deceiving them. So it is what it is, man. The Most High know better. Verse 13 again. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. Amen. I'm just reading the scriptures, okay? Let's go to Ephesians chapter 5. Just reading the scriptures. Most High is on point. The Most High is on point. Okay? Sorry, family. Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 7. Let me get it. Be not ye therefore partakers with them. All right? Be ye not therefore partakers with them. With who? The ones here. But evil in 2 Timothy 3 and 13. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. All right? Don't do it. Jump back over here to Ephesians 5, verse 7. It says, be not ye therefore partakers with them. Don't do it. Don't do it. You don't have to do it. Don't think that you got to. Trust in the Most High. Trust in the Most High. But I know it's hard because I know you're so bound up in the world and in family traditions. It just ain't going to do it, man. It ain't going to happen. But it's the Most High's will. It will be done. That's for sure. So Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10 through 11. All right. Finally, my brethren. Finally. Oh yeah. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10 through 11. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Most High. Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah. And in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the almighty power, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. And that's what's up, man. We got to gird ourselves up, put the armor on, so we'll be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. It's coming. It's coming, family. Good times coming to an end, especially it's coming to an end even if you ain't in the truth. I was about to say for the remnant. But even if you ain't in the truth, you've been deceived. You think you're going to keep balling because this is not good, family. This is really, really not good. It's like they said, damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you don't take it, you still got some consequences you got to face. And if you do take it, man, you done solidified yourself, gave your heart, gave your soul to Satan. That's just what you done. You done it anyway. He just want to finish you on off. I'm just going to go on and put it out there. I'm going to go to Psalm 73. I hate to keep talking about this, man, because it's not good, man. Because it's hard. Only reason I can believe what's going on is because the Most High run the whole show. If he blinded you, then you blind. Okay? But this is crazy, man. But hey, that's the Most High, man. That's the Most High. Okay? I'm in Psalm 73, chapter 27, but through 28. All right? For lo, they that are far from thee shall perish. See? Man, for lo, they that are far from thee shall perish. All right? Thou hast destroyed all them that go a-whoring from thee. They got another lover. They love America. They love their oppressor more than they love the Most High. They only love the Most High with their mouth. Ain't no work's going to get performed. All the work's going to get performed on the left-hand side. The wearing of the mask, the getting ready to get your little shot, and all this good stuff. Those are the works you're going to do. Go keep going to Sunday church to get ushered into the New World Order, to worship the beast system. All this stuff you're going to do. You're going to do it because you think the Most High is something to play with. Verse 28, but it is good for me to draw near to the almighty power. I have put my trust in Yahweh, the almighty power. That's right. That I may declare all thy works. And little by little, step by step, that's what I'm going to do. Every time you give me a chance, Most High, I'm going to turn on this laptop. I'm going to go in the book of the law and I'm going to read. And I'm going to speak, thus says the Most High, not my words, you know, and I'm going to let it be. This is your word. It's your will. It's your way. All right, family? So I gave it to you. With that, I just want to say next time we meet, I'm going to let it go. Shalom.